That's a tasty treat. Was a Nojito? That's actually what it's called. Nojito.
Yeah.
Lime and mint. Good combo.
Delicious.
I'm a fan.
I like them.
Shout out Spindrift. Not a sponsor. Should be a sponsor.
Should be a sponsor.
Life sponsor.
Their heads out of their ass. They wouldn't pay us enough. That's why I had to turn them down.
Sons of bitches.
Welcome to WeNeedWrestling, everybody. I'm DJ. That's Brett.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween for another few minutes as we record this.
Halloween.
Halloween.
Exactly. I have a question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
Well, do you want to answer a question already?
All right, yeah.
You don't need any sound effects.
Okay,
no.
all right, okay.
So, since it's Halloween, by the time you listen to this, it will no longer be Halloween. Nope. But it is still spooky season in my heart.
Sure.
We have a question from Doug.
Wow. He didn't send it to me this week, that son of a bitch.
Nope. I'm the exclusive Halloween question guy.
That's true.
Yes. Doug says, question for tonight's show. Give me your top 3 Misfits songs, top 3 Sam Hain songs, and top 3 Danzig songs.
Jesus Christ, Doug. That, you can't just spring that on me right at the top like that without any preparation. That's something I need to prep for.
Well, I don't know, do you?
Yeah, definitely.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, even if you didn't ask it, I could rattle.
Narrow it down to 3 for each of them? No way.
I was going to go top 5 even on both.
No way. No.
No?
No.
All right, well.
I mean, I will. All
right.
I'm just going to need to pull up a list here and see, and go each one that way, and I'll just pick random songs.
Do you want me to give mine?
Yeah, go ahead. You can go first.
So I'm going to expand it to a top 5 because
I
love every band equally.
Mm-hmm.
So the Misfits, no particular order.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go Attitude.
Okay.
London Dungeon.
All right.
Death Comes Ripping.
Okay.
Earth AD.
Okay.
Hybrid Moments.
All right. I like it.
There's my top 5.
So I'll do my Misfits really quick. Hold on. I'm going to go, I Turn Into a Martian. Whoa. Can't even recall my name. Whoa. It's just me stalling. That's what this is.
I know it is, yeah.
All right. So we're going, what did I say?
I Turn Into a Martian.
I Turn Into a Martian. We're going to go, Mommy! Can I go out and kill tonight?
All right.
And, let's see. And Attitude's a really good one. I'm just going to do 3, but this one's very silly. Now, you know what? As silly as this is, I'm going to go Brain Eaters because I like Brain Eaters. And then, all right, 4 and 5 Skulls.
Okay.
And, oh man, these are tough. And then Return of the Fly. I know that'd be Michelle's pick anyway. Okay. So
my honorable mentions are Demonomania, We Bite, and
all right, there you go.
Blood Feast.
Okay. No, this probably
and Devil Walk
isn't my actual list in any capacity, but
all right. So top 5 Sam Hain.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going I Am Misery.
Okay.
Mother of Mercy. Why the fuck can't I think of it right now? Black Dreams.
Mm-hmm.
God, I fucking love the intro. No, I mean they have really good intros on Initium and on November Coming Fire.
Is Sam Hain not on Spotify still?
No.
That son of a bitch.
All right, so what did I say? I Am Misery, Black Dreams, Mother of Mercy. I'll go with To Walk the Night, and I'll go with Let the Day Begin.
Okay. Mother of Mercy for sure. That's absolutely going to be on mine.
I Am Misery is my number 1.
Yeah. And I'm going to go, because I didn't name it in my Misfits, and we're going to go Halloween 2.
You're going to go Horror Biz as well?
And I'm going to go, I don't know. As I look through these, I have no idea. I listen to Sam Hain the least out of the 3.
I listen to him a lot.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess Descent. We'll go Descent. That works.
Okay.
I'm doing 3. That's all you're getting out of me.
That's upsetting.
Okay.
Danzig.
Yes.
No particular order. End of Time.
Yeah.
Have God's Kill.
Okay.
Twisted Cane. I was going to say Wicked Pussycat.
Kiss the Skull.
Yeah, Skin Carver.
Devil on Highway 9.
That's a good song. Skin Carver because it's very underrated.
Yeah.
And
Danzig loves playing it.
It fucking does. Oh, man. It's so sick. This comes out windmilling and shit. Oh, he's so awesome. My number 5 will probably be... what the fuck? Why can't I think of number 5 right now? I do like him doing The Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, The Hunter.
All right. This one I can do off probably the top of my head. Twisted Cane, absolutely on my list. Tired of Being Alive, absolutely on my list.
Oh, no, not The Hunter. Fucking, I'm doing Long Way Back from Hell.
Okay. Dirty Black Summer, absolutely on my list. Oh, man. There's also a ton. How the Gods Kill has to be on the list. And I'm going to go...
Don't speak. Or can't speak. You can't speak.
Don't
care if I live or die.
Mother. It's cheesy as shit, but it's the one that got all of us into Danzig.
Yeah, of course.
So that's just how it is.
It's not Bodies.
No.
Bodies. Oh, that song rules. And Going Down to Die, that's another one.
That's a good one.
Dude, I was just like rag on...
My top 3 favorite Danzig songs are the first 3 Danzig albums.
Wow, that's the right answer. I was just a rag on Danzig 4.
Yeah.
I'm like, this isn't good.
It's good.
And now I'm like, it's pretty fucking good,
yeah,
dude.
It's good.
Oh, God, what the fuck? If you call my name, I know her. It's so good. Oh, man. All right. Well, Doug, thank you very much. Glenn Danzig fucking rules.
Doug, how dare you not send that to me first?
No.
Son of a bitch.
Nope, didn't happen. Doug, you're the man. Happy Halloween to you. I know that, scary season ends in a few minutes. Mm-hmm. By the time you listen to it, it's ended.
Sure.
Not for us. That's 24/7, 365.
That's right.
We're scary.
Yeah, we're spooky people. We're spooky individuals.
So how you doing?
You want the real answer to that? You know how I'm doing.
Yeah, well.
You're going to get a considerably less enthused me than you did last week. So if anyone happened to be concerned about my well-being last week, know that it's much worse this week.
Yeah.
Know that nothing was wrong last week, and this is much worse. AEW still doesn't mention Collision on Dynamite, although they do have matches set up for it for 2 weeks now. They did not on commentary.
They did the little pop-ups and shit. Sure. Yeah, I mentioned it. It's better than last week.
It's a Halloween, everything with the shit, so we're all good. But yeah, that's all. That's it. I'm fine. Otherwise, I had a headache again. Headache came back. So.
Well, I can't even say good.
Yeah, good. Fuck you.
Can't say nice. Can't say anything.
I can't even take a shit in my own house.
No, you can't. Do you want to drive to my house if you need to take a poop?
No. Okay. If I gotta poop, I'll go to Sheets.
The fuck's wrong with my house?
I don't know.
What? Well, you don't like my house? My house stinks? More life stinks. All right, sorry. Yeah, I'm good. I guess.
You give me a watch? I got 2 watches.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm good.
All right. Good.
Yeah, I had a weird week, but other than that,
did you have a weird week?
Yeah.
Mine's a weird week.
I had a weird week.
We didn't talk about this.
No, we didn't.
We're not going to talk about it on the air either, but
yeah, it's just one of those. I saw something that I wasn't very pumped about. And that's no longer in my life.
Oh.
But it's weird. Yeah,
okay.
Whatever. It's I had a weird existential crisis the other day. But we're good.
All right, I'm going to take some notes. We'll talk about that off the air like Joe does the Todd.
No, we don't have
all
to.
the time. All right.
I'm okay.
As long as you're all right.
I just was in a very weird mood for a few days.
All right.
But yeah, all right. Do you want to get into wrestling?
That's what I mean. That is what we're here to do, is talk about wrestling.
You want to? Is this going to be condensed?
No, not at all.
All right.
No, I mean it is a later start than normal, so you can control that flow. But I'm good.
All right.
Do you have any wrestling news?
I do.
All right. What is it?
So this week's been like a shit week for injuries.
Okay.
We'll talk about 2 of them later, but one that came out the other day was El Phantasmo is on indefinite leave from New Japan.
Yeah.
Then he released a statement. What they find, like cancer?
Yeah.
I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna be on leave for a little while, I guess.
Yeah.
That fucking sucks.
Yeah, it does. We were just talking him up last week.
Yeah, I mean, obviously cancer sucks. So fuck it forever. But yeah, that was a bummer to see that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, love that dude. He's fucking awesome. So wishes out to ELP.
Yes.
The only other newsworthy thing I have is the WWEID.
Yes.
Or if you listen to Add-Ons, not Add-Ons After Dark, Longbox After Dark, WID.
Yeah, the notorious WID.
WID's going to make some money if he sues.
That's good.
So they announced this, like, official indie development program.
Yeah.
And, like, schools are affiliated with it. I think it's dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
I don't love it. I think it kind of admits, like, hey, the PC kind of stinks.
Right.
Listen, we've had some good people come out of the PC, no doubt. Bianca Belair, number one. But I just think it's kind of like,
right.
I don't want to say monopolizing, but just WWE trying to get their hands into these schools now.
Yeah, so I think it serves a bunch of purposes, right? I think you're absolutely right. I think it's a bit of a defeat because, a year ago or 2 years ago, they were like, all in on college athletes at the PC. We can make stars. We don't need to go find them. We'll make them. And then they're like, we're going to pay you to be a star. But it's also very much sort of, and not entirely fueled by this, I think, but like, it's also definitely getting your hands into the top indie talent before AEW gets a chance to sign them.
Yeah, I think that's
it's a part of it. I think they've taken enough L's that they don't want to be taking those L's anymore. Listen, NXT is the place where they train the monsters to be the future or something. That I don't know what the hell Cody said the other day.
Cody's been saying a lot of dumb shit this week.
Yeah, but who'd they make at the PC since then? Like we talked about this a couple weeks ago too. Like
Braun Breaker.
Yeah, right. But that's not. That they're not creating people at the PC fast enough that are going to get it enough to fill the top when the top comes collapsing, because Roman has been 1 foot out the door for how long, and they keep bringing him back. They're going back to The Rock every year at WrestleMania. Now they want Stone Cold back, right? Braun Breaker, sure, but that's one guy, and he's feuding with Sammy, who's 5 generations removed from NXT at this point.
I don't even think he's feuding with Sammy at this point.
No, not anymore.
Because he won the Intercontinental.
Oh, okay.
Back, so
he won it back off of Jay again.
Yeah, last week.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Yup.
I did see that because I saw Rikishi was mad about it.
Of course he was.
Yeah. Well, they needed him to get the bloodline back together. But they're a little old at the top, and while they're good, some of the guys that they have there are good. Your Randy Ortons and everybody, they're old.
Yeah.
And who's next up to replace these guys? And like, sadly, they did it to themselves, right? They kneecapped a lot of talent because they're like, we don't need to make sure people take Gable seriously. He's Shorty G, and because they had potential to make a Kurt Angle out of him, and they kneecapped him, and then they're like, well, fans aren't going to come all the way back, and wrestling is different, and their big signing over the last couple of weeks, and again, it's great for them, but like Motor City Machine Guns ain't young guys, and they're there to revitalize their tag division.
Yeah.
So I just think they were like, we're not making stars fast enough. What's going to happen when we like who's ready to step up in that top spot? I don't know that they have anybody from that PC recently.
Yeah, I don't think they have anybody.
Lexus King, they keep trying to force Lexus King on television.
Yuck.
With Regal teaming up. Regal is his corner man against Regal's own son. And Regal's like, I knew your father very well, lad. And he's like, I know you're not trying to be him. And it's like, okay, very weird.
Stop.
Very weird.
Yuck.
But whatever. I mean, if it gets indie wrestlers a paycheck, I'm not that mad about it. But I just don't trust them. Like, how many times have they tried to bleed?
Look what happened to the fucking British scene.
Right, exactly. That's what I was going to say. How many times have we seen them bleed a scene dry?
The only one left standing was Rev Pro because they didn't work with them.
Right. And then, like, the worry, when they were going to do an NXT Japan or by Noah. Right. There was that big worry. So they're just looking, like, wherever they can. There's a little bit of desperation there, I think.
Yeah.
Because you do have to be a little bit more in the WWE. Well, you don't have to be technically the wrestler that you you are at the top of an AEW card necessarily. You do have to be a better actor and a better entertainer.
Sure,
that's a better, but that's a bigger factor of your job. So and that's hard. It's hard to find people that can do. It's always been hard to find guys that can do 3, 4, 5 of those things at the same time. So I don't know. But
yeah, I don't know either. It's weird.
And they're also the funniest thing to me is when I see people saying that the AEW TNA relationship didn't work out, and the WWE TNA relationship is so much better. And it's like Scott D'Amore talked about how much that helped. The Kenny being champion got eyes on huge. All that stuff. And what's WWE doing? Stealing Joe Hendry when his contract's up. Mm-hmm. They're going to sign Jordan Grace when her contract is up. Mm-hmm. They're going to come. You're their farm league. Yeah. They're partnering with you. You're not getting significant wins on their TV. They're not sending any actual stars to TNA.
You're sending your champions. They're sending nobodies. Yeah.
And they're gonna take anybody they like.
Yeah, it's probably what's going to happen.
And that is a really good shot of killing TNA.
Oh, that 100%.
Because that's who, people, Jordan Grace is a huge star. Joe Hendry is the most popular guy that they have, whether or not they want to admit it or not. And clearly they don't. Yeah. But Masha Slamovich was just in a Will Ferrell music video on John Oliver.
Really?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
They did some spoof America music video. Oh, okay. And she's in it as a background. She's featured on camera and she mouths the words. But yeah, we were watching. I was like, what's Masha Slamovich? That's very weird. Yeah.
Good for her, I guess.
Yeah, sure. But again, that's the thing. If indie wrestlers are going to get paid for doing the job, that's awesome. I don't know. No.
Yeah, it's kind of
There's only so many Samoans that company can sign.
And apparently Zilla Fatu is very hard to work with.
Yeah, well.
So, who knows? Yeah. I don't have any other news.
Alpha's around. He seems like Alpha Jr. seems like a perfectly nice guy, right?
God. Yeah, okay.
I Googled pro wrestling news. Cody Rhodes is okay with body shaming pro wrestlers. Oh, that's from an hour ago from Cage Side Seats. I don't know what that means. Do you know what this is?
Yeah.
He said, it's a vanity business. If you're trying to be on the come up, you've got to be in the best shape of your career. The guy I'm getting ready to wrestle at Crown Jewels named Gunther, he used to be on the independent scene named Walter, and Walter was very, very, I don't want to say overweight, but he was not a muscle you could see on him. A big, hefty, chop-a-tree-down killer dude. The manifestation of his goals is right there.
So it made him interesting.
You can see he's gotten the best shape of his career. He looks incredible. He looks the part. I think he looked the part before just fine, Cody. Yeah. I think that's bullshit. I think there's been plenty of...
again, fucking Vader to have a six-pack?
I'm sorry, but you're fucking dad, dude.
Yeah, your dad. Yep. Yeah, it's insane.
You can make it part of your character or not. It's I don't even want to say fat wrestlers. You're going to tell me Bronson Reed would be more effective with a fucking six-pack?
Right.
I think Gunther, while he's managed to maintain his quote-unquote aura, if you listen to Booker T, I thought he was more intimidating as a bigger guy.
I liked him more as Walter.
And I wouldn't have really described him as a fat guy. He just wasn't cut.
My sweet, sweet baby boy.
Yeah. So, you got guys on that roster like Otis and that are talented fucking dudes that don't need a fucking six-pack. The problem is that if Cody didn't have a six-pack, he'd be wrestling in CZW mid-card somewhere because he's a bad wrestler.
At the Ritz Theater.
Right. He's a bad wrestler, but it doesn't matter because he looks good. So if he looks good, he gets the sort of, rise up through. If Cody Rhodes' last name wasn't fucking Rhodes, he'd be nowhere. But,
getting born on thirds, they're going to hit him.
Right. That dude, what a piece of shit that guy is for real. What a fucking asshole. Tucker Knight retires from pro wrestling. So there you go.
Who the fuck is Tucker Knight?
He used to be with Heavy Machinery with Otis. Tucker.
Oh. Okay.
Yep, Tucker retired.
Great.
So there you go. That's a lot of the things here.
Big loss.
Let's see. Maxine Dupree had a really good Halloween costume.
Sure did.
Let's see. Okay, I think that's... Raven Lodi and Scotty Riggs added to the Ultra Pro Wrestling video game roster.
That game's never going to come out.
It'd be very funny if it did. If you don't know what that is, look it up. Did I say Reese? Because Reese is also in this announcement and people did not mention it.
Big ass Reese?
Uh-huh. Oh. Yeah. Yep, the whole flock. Lodi, Reese, Riggs, no Kidman.
Well, that rocks.
Yeah. So, in Raven. That's a fan-made video game that's trying to get made that's old. Nintendo 64 system. Yeah, I don't think so either. But
nope.
But whatever.
I don't think so.
That's all I got. That's it for news.
All right, pal.
Unless you want me to go to the second page of the Googler.
I think we're all right.
All right.
All right, let's jump in.
Who's Tom Aspinall?
UFC heavyweight champ.
Well, Cody Rhodes also thinks he'd be great for professional wrestling.
Of course he does.
So, there you go.
Let the fucking guy fight. All right, wrestling time.
Wrestling time.
So I watched some more stuff than you did.
You did?
I watched a match from NXT's Halloween Havoc.
I started to watch this match, and then it was too late in the day. And it was just the beginning of my disaster. So it was a precursor. So go ahead. The only thing I'm going to say is that if you listen to commentary said this is a dream match. Shucky ducky.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly wasn't. But I watched Julia and Stephanie Vaquer against Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez.
I'm sorry. Can you use Cora Jade's full name?
I don't know her full name.
She was announced as the mean girl of NXT, Cora Jade.
Well, that just sucks ass. So. All right. Well, that's lame. I watched it. Yes. It was good. Yeah. I thought everybody stood out. Everybody looked good, minus Cora Jade.
Okay.
She just don't got it.
Okay.
Some people got it.
Yeah.
She don't got it.
All right.
Steph Vaquer hit like a fucking, what the fuck did AJ Styles used to do off the top rope? I can't remember. Like the spiral tap for the finish, and it looked fucking killer.
Oh, I saw that because somebody online was like, I'm not familiar with her New Japan work, but I don't remember. I've seen her New Japan matches, but I'm unfamiliar with her CMLL. Had she ever done this before? Or is this something she learned at the Performance Center?
Mm-hmm. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Julia need Roxanne Perez really hard.
I saw the clip of that, yeah.
That made me happy.
Good.
I did not watch anything else from that show.
Who won?
Julia and Stephanie Vaquer.
Okay. Is it leading to a title match again or anything?
So I saw the end of NXT. I saw it through Twitter. They set up, I believe, a tag match for next week because they're at the ECW arena next week.
Yeah.
It's a 5-on-5. I don't know I can't name anybody on the one team. I think the one team is like Roxanne, Cora Jade, and 3 other women. The babyface team is Julia, Steph Vaquer, I think Kalani Jordan.
Yeah, I know. I saw the picture.
That new woman they have from Australia. She has like the red hair.
Zaxia or something. Zevia.
And Jordan Grace.
Oh. There you go.
Yep.
Cool.
Jordan Grace.
Yeah, they're absolutely going to sign her.
Yeah.
100%.
So, will I be watching that? No.
Yeah.
Well, it's good. Then I'll catch a replay. Sure. But they're both airing on Wednesday next week.
Okay.
So, it's back, baby. The Wednesday Night
I do have another little piece of news that I saw today. Just popped back in my head. Dustin Rhodes is a free agent.
That's weird.
Reported that they're still in talks with AEW, but as of right now, he does not have a deal with Ring of Honor or AEW.
That's weird.
Very weird. He's Ring of Honor Tag Champ with Sammy, which they forgot about.
Trios Champs too, with Devon Eriks.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Well, that's great.
Yep.
I mean, it doesn't matter really.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't at all matter.
But that's great.
Yeah, it's
good.
Great.
Job, everybody.
What would you rather? So, he's not going to be used in WWE. We know that. He can go back there, but he's not going to be used in a significant way. He's not being used in a significant way on AEW.
No, he's not.
But where would you rather see him go?
I don't care.
Retirement is also an answer.
Yeah, I mean, listen, dude. I never want to wish anybody into retirement unless your name's Chris Jericho.
Right.
But
he doesn't lift weights anymore. Did you hear that?
I saw. Do whatever the fuck you want, dude. I don't know. I've been watching 97 WWF right now, and it's just Goldust plastered all over that fucker. I think I've watched 18 matches of him versus Triple H.
That's hilarious.
And the Raw I just watched, Marlena brought their little daughter Dakota out to the ring. It was very adorable.
I wherever he goes is fine. It doesn't matter to me really. I love him, but it doesn't really matter at this point. But at the end of the day, he needs to be retired, and he needs to retire, and as soon as he does, is Goldust in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I think that's the end game for him there. If it makes it easier for him to go to WWE now and, lose on NXT for a bunch of weeks to somebody, that's fine.
Yeah.
But the end game is Goldust needs to be recognized.
Well, he's part of that fucking Nightmare Factory school. Now they're WWE ID affiliated.
Correct.
Cool.
It's funny. It looks like Nick Camarato's going to show up in NXT.
Really light the world on fire there.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. That's all I had for Halloween Havoc.
You don't want to talk about your buddy Bully Ray showing up? I'm sorry, Bubba Ray?
Sure don't.
WWE watched the barn burners he had at Maple Leaf, and they're like, we got to bring this guy.
He threw the fucking guy. Sloppiest bad punch.
The same punches he was throwing in that match with,
it's just like,
with Jinder.
It's like, what? What are we doing? Yeah.
Terrible.
That's bad.
And then Francie's going to be there.
Don Marie's going to be there.
Guido, apparently.
Sure.
Yeah. It's very funny to me that
Rob Van Dam.
Yeah, it's very funny to me that NXT is doing the ECW nostalgia when is there anyone on their roster wrestling that was old enough to see ECW in its original incarnation?
Yeah, I mean everything is just it's weird. NXT is just the nostalgia branding.
Yeah.
They do Halloween Havoc, they do Great American Bash.
Yeah.
Now they're doing
but
ECW
it's all
Arena.
superficial nonsense.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah. All right, I did watch 2 matches from TNA. Bound for Glory.
Tis and is a.
I sure did.
Okay.
First match I watched was for the X Division title.
Yeah.
I wanted to see him because I liked the match he was in last week. Speedball Mike Bailey versus El Hijo del Vikingo. Mm-hmm. Haven't seen Vikingo work in a while because he was out hurt for a while.
Yeah.
I thought matches like this are always a good way to start your show. Mm-hmm. It's the WCW formula.
Right.
Your nitros were always first hour cruiserweights, it's flippy boys, but it was refreshing to see Speedball was working Vikingo's leg, which I was like, hey, look at that. We're showing a little psychology. There was so Speedball was standing on the apron. Vikingo was standing on top of the post. Mm-hmm. And he dives off and hit a destroyer on the apron. It looked fucking crazy. Mm-hmm. I was like, hey, that was really good.
Yeah.
Speedball wins, of course, because he does. Match was good. Again, good way to start a pay-per-view. Jumping ahead a little bit, they had a taping the next night. Vikingo fucked his leg up again.
Okay. Yeah,
so he's officially hurt again.
That sucks. I saw no ligament damage or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
but gotta start wondering, hey, buddy, calm it down a little bit.
Yeah.
I think it was a year or 2 ago. I think it was Rey Mysterio said he had a talk with him to be like, yeah, this is great and everything, but
right.
This doesn't have the longevity,
Right.
The other match I did watch from the show was for the Knockouts title.
Oh.
Masha Slamovich versus Jordan Grace. I thought they did great limb work in this match. Jordan worked Masha's knee. Masha sold like a motherfucker. It actually looked very good.
Yeah.
Great counter wrestling in this match as well. They just beat the shit out of each other. Masha wins.
Okay.
I thought the match was honestly very good.
That's good.
And I put in my notes here, TNA's clearly getting ready for life without Jordan Grace.
Yeah.
And it was 3 days later, she's back in NXT. So
yeah, well, and they didn't put the belt on Hendry whenever that was.
That was the same night. I didn't watch it.
Right?
Yeah.
So they're clear. They know that WWE is going to take their top talent.
Yeah.
Except for Josh Alexander for whatever reason. They've had the opportunity. They never seem interested.
Maybe he doesn't want to go there.
Maybe not.
But yeah, honestly, the match was seriously fucking killer.
Good.
I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
I was excited to watch a non-Japanese women's match, and it fucking delivered. Yeah. I like Jordan Grace. Masha, it was probably the best match I've seen her in. Yeah. She hits this cool one-legged pile driver thing. It looks fucking cool. But yeah, she's officially Knockouts champ.
Is it her first time winning it?
I don't know. I want to say yes, but I might be wrong.
All you Slamovich heads out there correcting us.
Yes. All right. So before we jump ahead, didn't watch. No, because this didn't happen on the pay-per-view. It happened on the taping.
Okay.
Apparently, Chris Bay got hurt really bad.
Yeah, real bad. Oh, was it on the tape? It was
It was on the taping the next night.
Okay.
I guess he really fucked his neck up.
Yeah.
Had to have emergency surgery.
Yep.
So he is, best wishes to that dude.
Yeah.
Anything I've ever seen from him, I've enjoyed. Hope he's all right. I know a lot of wrestling community with wrestlers came together and donated a lot of money to him. So
yeah, there's GoFundMe and stuff and a T-shirt and raising money out there.
I know the Doll Boys are doing a brawler for him where all the proceeds are going to him. Cool. I think TNA is doing a whatnot auction stream where everything is going to him. So
nice, good
on him, man.
Scary.
Yeah, don't love to see that.
Yeah.
So hope everything works out for him. Hope he recovers because
for sure.
That shit's very scary.
Absolutely. Next, no, that's not fun business.
No, sure isn't. So. All right. AEW will jump to.
Yes.
Still didn't watch Rampage.
No, me either. I didn't watch it this week either. Apparently.
Collision. First thing I have here is I like the FTR or FT Runners promo that was backstage.
Okay.
That was a fun little ditty. Where what's his face? Dax says something. He's like, "What? You're just gonna leave me hanging?" And I don't know if it was Turbo or Truth. I don't know. I don't know which is which.
Okay.
Just flexes and walks away to their match, and they face MXM. The match is
eating steaks and lifting plates, brother. Is what they say in that promo.
Match is all right.
Yeah, it's weird that they're putting Johnny TV into it with MXM. I get it because of it's a very similar gimmick to him and Miz when they started, but whatever.
Well, him and fucking Joey Mercury, Eminem.
Yeah, but I like. Oh yeah, it was Joey Mercury and him. I liked the Truth Magnum, who is the Turbo,
the taller one.
The Turbo, the one who has the skullet is Turbo.
Okay.
And Truth Magnum is the other one. I like the pose off he has with Mansoor, and then Bugs Bunny's him into doing his pose.
Yes.
I thought that was fun. But otherwise, it's just what it is. And as the promo says, the Outrunners long road to the tag team titles. So,
I don't know if you caught Mason Madden spouting out Limp Bizkit lyrics during the match.
Oh, was he?
Sure did.
Okay.
I think he said the truth. He said, "You think you're special? You do. I can see it in your eyes."
Oh.
So, that was, I don't know. I saw that and it made me giggle. Okay. And it made me think of Ed.
Yeah. How do you feel about Penelope Ford's new finish?
I didn't watch the match.
Oh. She's doing the Muda lock.
Oh, is she? Mm-hmm. How'd it look?
Like a Muda lock.
I mean, don't fuck it up. Don't roll the wrong way like John Cena did. Right. Fucked up Punk's knee that one time.
That's true.
Next thing I have here is the Nigel and Yuta sit-down interview.
Yes.
What'd you think of this?
It's fine. I don't really think one way or the other. I don't know that I love Yuta as an actor. One way or the other.
I mean, you gotta do it eventually.
Sure.
Yeah. I just thought it was kind of weird where Nigel's like, "Oh, you smarmy little prick."
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay. This dude's supposed to be a part of this killer group. He should have just got up and fucking clocked him.
Right.
Yeah. Harley versus Rosa? Or no, that didn't happen.
No, we had the promo. We had the promo with Thunder Harley.
Oh my god!
Which steals this show. Essentially, she's got her face painted up like a kitty cat. And yeah, she's. You think you can paint your face Thunder Rosa? This is Thunder Harley. Mm-hmm. It's very funny. I liked it.
Yeah. The only other thing I have is the main event.
You didn't watch Ricochet versus Leo?
I did. It was alright.
Yeah, it's fine. Right, it's a match. That's not what I like. My style.
Even the main event, FTR versus LFI.
I thought it was really good.
It was alright.
Really?
Yeah.
They went hard. They went at each other so hard.
That was alright.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Wow. I thought it was really good.
I don't like Drew Listico.
Yeah.
I just don't think he's good at all.
They went so hard at each other in this match. I was really impressed by the intensity. But I get it. I don't like Drew Listico either.
Does nothing for me.
But I
there was Mortos in there. I would have liked it more.
Well, Mortos was backstage getting lured with candy. Did you see that piece?
No.
The Undisputed Kingdom they're like, we know you're with LFI now, but you used to be with us, and they try and get him back by giving him candy because it's Halloween. So that was very funny.
God damn it.
Also so here's very funny. Just really quick. The Anna Jay versus Viva Van.
Yeah, I did not watch that.
So commentary refers to Viva. And listen, I like Viva Van. We've seen her in the Indies. Viva Van is like a perfectly good Ring of Honor talent. Commentary calls her one of the top women in New Japan.
Oh.
Which is very funny.
Oh.
And Anna Jay's new finish is now using the Widow's Peak.
Like Victoria's?
Yes.
How'd it look?
Good.
Yeah?
The only thing that looked good, there was a guy in the crowd.
I saw
was this Collision
sign.
or was this Dynamite where he was like, Anna Jay has not improved? And I don't disagree. Her finish is better. It is one of her better matches, but it's still like,
he was like front row with that.
Oh, yeah. She definitely saw it.
Should have walked over and slugged
her. And then Mariah does a promo on Anna Jay after this and says...
Good Mariah promo.
It was. And she says, what's AEW going to have to do? Find a different fat-ass blonde and teach her an arm drag? So...
Mariah's... Yeah.
She's finding it. But it ain't going to last too long because...
Mariah's been found.
Her compadre's coming back.
Yeah, that is true.
But yeah, that Outrunners make the save at the end with the FTR
they do
at the very end.
Pose off again.
Yeah. And I'm like, where is this going? Is it just like a helping out thing? Or are they going to turn one of them heel? Like, what are you going to do?
It feels like maybe, like if anybody, you turn FTR heel.
Right. I think if you're serious about the Outrunners.
Yeah.
And listen, we know they're limited, but they're entertaining as fuck.
Yeah, they are.
You have them have FTR turn when the Outrunners get bigger cheers.
Yeah.
And then they beat FTR, and that's their trip to the tag titles.
Yeah.
I
agree with that.
But who knows?
Yeah.
We'll see, I guess.
That leads us...
I thought this was a good Collision, though. I know I spent the entire last show bitching about Collision and how they didn't do a great job. I thought this was a pretty good Collision for as far as Collisions go.
Yeah,
so,
that was all right.
I liked it.
Dynamite. We get the Orange Cassidy promo to kick off the show.
Yep.
Him cutting off the video of whatever the fuck John Moxley's Death Rider crew is at this point. I thought OC, great promo.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just saying like, I am not a leader, but here's what I'm going to do.
Right.
I'm going to challenge you, Moxley. Like,
right. Keep pushing me.
Yeah, like these kids are young. Right. They don't know how to deal with you.
Right.
I do. Mm-hmm. I'm challenging you. My name's Orange Cassidy. I still don't have a catchphrase.
Right. You're next AEW World Champion, and I still don't have a catchphrase. Yeah.
Wearing the all black. Mm-hmm. That's how you know he's serious.
That's right. It's Darkness Orange Cassidy.
Yeah. Good for OC. I thought the promo was really good.
It's really cool that this sets up Orange Cassidy at least till after Full Gear as the number one babyface in the company.
Absolutely.
And honestly, like, I know this Mox thing and the Death Riders, which he trademarked, they haven't called them that yet, but that's what they're going to be. And I like it.
Oh, it's a great name.
It's going to be months and months long.
Yeah, it's going to go for a long time.
I hope a very long time. And one hand, it's like, oh man, that stinks that OC is like the first to get sacrificed. Because like, I think that there's a very good point to be made that at the end of all this, OC could come out as world champion months and months down the line.
Yep.
I don't see it. I think it's going to be Darby. But I like OC positioned at this top of the card as a babyface, as the number one, number two, 1A, 1B babyface in this fucking company is wild.
So what I thought he was going to do here, because I thought he was leaning towards it where he's like, these guys are out here, they're young. Mm-hmm. And I thought he was going to say, where are the rest of the AEW guys to step up?
Yeah.
You know? Mm-hmm. I thought maybe he was going to do that, but it didn't go that way, which is fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Adam Cole, Buddy Matthews.
Yeah.
This seems to be getting like a lot of differing opinions.
Okay.
First of all, somebody's got to tell Adam Cole about this fucking spray tan.
Awful.
Like, it was actually distracting.
Yeah. Listen, I'm going to be real mean about this, and I'm sorry. Listen, Cody Rhodes says it's okay. You have to have a physique to put on physique enhancer.
It was so jarring, though. Yeah. Like, he looked yellow.
Yeah, he looked horrible.
It was fucking weird.
Ill.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, like, the match, it's bad when the crowd was chanting for Buddy Matthews.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, and like, Buddy's maybe the same height as Cole.
He's
so much bigger, and it's weird to put him in this position. We talked about how weird the setup was, where Buddy was like, "Well, I think you're fragile." It's like, okay, it's out of nowhere, but whatever. And they are doing the race. They did mention on commentary it is like a race to 3 for even though Roddy wasn't on the show at all. But it's weird that they're feeding the House of Black to Adam Cole.
Yeah, so Adam Cole wins. I don't love Buddy Matthews seemingly doing like a Seth Rollins moveset.
Mm-hmm.
That's nothing to
Well,
me.
they were like, Kenny's coming back. You got to stop doing his.
Yeah, so let's do Seth Rollins. Mm-hmm. No thanks.
Nah, I'm good. I mean, he does it better than Seth, but...
Yeah, not for me, dog.
No.
I just hated when I don't know if Buddy had a stomp and Cole kicked out at one. Mm-hmm. It's like, no, dude, you're not. This isn't it.
I had this thought while I was watching this match about Cole, and it's very mean. And I know most people won't agree. And I've usually liked Cole in the past. We used to tease about when we saw that dude in NXT,
sure,
and like Cole in NXT, like that was a top
very
line thing,
overact,
right?
Man.
But we knew it was never going anywhere. They brought him to the main roster for.
They didn't even bring him.
Did he never? I thought he never went up.
He had one match against Bryan Danielson.
Right, yeah.
When I think it was the Saudi crew or whatever got stuck.
Right.
And he beat Danielson on SmackDown, which is fucking crazy.
But here's what I'm going to say about Adam Cole. And I didn't feel this way pre-massive leg injury. Maybe I should have. I've been thinking about it. NXT should have been the peak, and it is the peak for Cole. But when I view Adam Cole, particularly where he is now, particularly knowing how fragile, and even working in the match where he's hurt, he's walking away because he's hurt, whatever. Yeah. Adam Cole, to me, would be best served now as a top guy on the indies. Doing your pictures, having the indie crowd yell boom, doing your AIWs, doing your bigger things. But I don't know that TV wrestling is the place for Adam Cole.
It's tough because he's still young enough.
Sure.
Apparently, like, everybody says how nice of a dude he is.
Sure.
That's going to get you a job
forever. Absolutely. 2 or 3 things. That's what you got to be.
Yeah, it was just weird watching. I don't know. I just felt weird watching this match.
And maybe packaged it a different way because I don't think anybody gives a shit about this MJF feud in any way.
I always said that he works better as a heel.
Yeah,
to me.
this is a mistake. You know, the promos, all that shit is it's an odd mistake. I think to put him out there like this.
Yeah, and then he thanks Buddy at the end. Yeah. He's like, I know what you were trying to do. You were trying to get me to be the real me.
Yeah.
They shake hands, and then the lights go out, and Malachi Black standing there with his hand in
Cole doesn't notice the hands leave.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
That's weird.
So he's going to wrestle Malachi. Probably beat Malachi.
And then what, is he going to wrestle Brody at the pay-per-view?
Maybe. Here's how...
Dude, if Adam Cole beats Brody...
Here's what I think is actually going to happen. I think that he's probably going to beat Malachi, which is bullshit, but he's probably going to beat Malachi. They were in NXT around the same time, so that's fine. Probably at the same time, actually. For Elite, there's probably some overlap.
I think they had
a lot, right?
I'm pretty sure they had a match. Did they have a match in Philly? Maybe. I forget.
So I think Cole and Roddy are going to race to 3. I think they're both going to be at 2 and lose. I think it'll be Cole beat Malachi, lose to Brody. Roddy will do whatever he does and get there. And they'll decide then that the last match is them one-on-one for the 3rd win, and that winner gets the face max. I mean, there's no way Adam Cole's going to beat Brody King in this fucking world that we're doing.
I'd be very upset.
But yeah, it just does nothing for me. It's completely skippable TV right now.
It's weird. It's just weird.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. Kyle Fletcher is out to talk some shit, and then fucking the ghost of Mark Davis appears.
Absolutely.
Just fucking weird as fuck.
Yes.
Came out of nowhere. I know people are like, why does he look like he's homeless?
Yeah.
Like a question I'd asked in the Discord, I thought he was a big dude. And you pointed out, well, he's been off for over a year. You don't know what the fuck
off for over a year
going on.
We don't know what's going on. And like you said last week, Fletcher was like, when he wants to talk about it, he's ready to talk about it, which means it's something bad.
Yeah.
So,
or like how long maybe it took him longer to get back mentally, you know?
Yeah. And plus, some injuries you can't work out.
Fletcher got fucking huge in the meantime. He got on that weightlifting program.
Yes, absolutely. Fletcher was taller but thin.
Yeah.
And he has bulked up.
Yes.
And out.
He is very bulky now.
Yes.
So I guess I don't know if it's going to lead to those two.
I don't know.
feuding.
Yeah, because he was like, "Why would you do this to Will?" So on
yeah,
and
he's
so
like, "You
forth.
had like an empire." He's like, "Yeah, but
Right.
I saved you a spot in the family." And
Yeah.
Mark Davis is like, "I want nothing to do with
Right.
that." So
Right.
maybe it's a swerve. Who fucking knows?
But also, if Davis doesn't come back to wrestling, maybe they do like a
hope he comes back,
Chuck
man.
E. T. thing. You know,
I hope he comes back.
Me too.
I always
I
really
like
liked
you.
Mark Davis
until this solo run with Fletcher. Davis I liked him more.
Yeah, I agree.
But who knows? But if there is something stopping him from coming back, maybe they just do like a jump. He gets jumped backstage kind of thing, and they write him off that way as to not just let him walk away. But
yeah,
I don't know.
Next thing I have is Moxley's Death Riders coming to the ring.
We had a good Hanger promo before that.
Yeah,
Hanger's cutting good promos, man.
Yeah.
And he's keeping it interesting, even though we don't quite know where he's going with Switch because not on TV this week.
Yeah.
But the Death Riders walking through the back was a really cool
With
shot
like
thing.
the red, oh, that was real cool.
With Kane, it was Kane's lighting.
Yeah, Mox is
Yeah.
like, "You think you're calling me out, Orange Cassidy? I'm calling you out."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Let's see how bad you want it." And Pac and Claudio grab Yuta and go to put the chair around his neck.
And I was completely bought in.
Yeah, I was like, dude.
I know I said Yuta was a bad actor, but he did a good job here.
It's like, we're doing this already. Like, we're going to kill Yuta right now.
Yep.
OC runs and makes the save, only for Yuta to get up and just start stomping the shit out of him. Dark Order runs in.
Yeah, the AEW Job Squad's out.
Yeah.
The Loser Society.
Private Party, Daniel Garcia.
Yeah.
And then one of the funniest images of all time, Darby Allin coming down from the fucking ceiling, just limp.
Yep.
Oh, it looked so fucking funny. I thought he passed out.
Me too. When he dropped down, I was like, oh no, who's that? What's happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's finally back. He evens the odds.
Yeah.
Moxie's correction gets run off.
They do.
And like beat up through the crowd.
This was the best segment they've done with the AEW Loser Squad.
Yeah.
Chasing these guys off because it's just like when we talked about this last week or whatever, but it's a numbers game. Like, 3-on-3, 1-on-1, any sort of combination, fair fight. They're not beating any of Mox's guys, but numbers game they can, and this worked here. I thought this was a really hot segment.
Yeah.
This was really well done and felt really good and like dangerous.
Yeah. And it was such like a seamless transition to the Young Bucks entrance.
Yes.
The Private Party still in the ring. I was like, oh, all right. I kind of like that.
Well, when the Bucks came out, everybody's like, oh, they came out late and whatever. Like, this was, they weren't coming out at all.
Yeah, they were just coming out for the match.
But that also works for them being chicken shit whatevers.
Yeah.
So
that was the Private Party versus the Young Bucks for the tag titles.
Yes.
Private Party, if they lose, they're done. Private Party ain't done.
No.
Private Party wins the tag titles.
I think Private Party and the Bucks here got the match that they should have had for Private Party years ago if they wanted to make something of them. We know 5 years ago, in case you didn't know,
the story,
they hammer it down to you that they beat them. But like, we're not Private Party guys. But this was a hell of a match.
I thought
not Bucks guys either. This was a hell of a match.
No, I thought the best was when I think it's Quinn got laid out by Okada with the tombstone up on the entrance ramp.
Yeah,
that save he had where it's 1-2 and he jumps in the ring and like just throws a headbutt.
Yeah,
that was crazy. Yep. Oh, that looked so good.
When like the 2-on-1 stuff, like when he was out, like all that stuff just worked really well.
Yeah,
it was really well put together, really well thought out. Made Private Party seem like big shots, man, for the first time maybe ever. So I like that. I like even more, like there's tons of cool tag team stuff.
Yeah.
Offense back and forth.
I thought it was really good.
And then I'm also so glad the belts are off the Bucks.
Yeah.
Because Private Party can have, at this point, their run's going to have to be better because they're on TV. I don't know, how as tag champs, where you factor into the Mox story. You're still going to be there, but the belts can't come off you to go to them. Who knows? But I think you do this with Private Party, and then the belts can come off of Private Party pretty quick to somebody if you wanted to, or not. It doesn't really matter. But like, at least there's going to be tag champions on TV.
I agree with that.
So, and this got the crowd rocking, like everything. Like this was really good.
This was. It was a really great tag match good
for sure. Yeah.
So you end up going backstage to Jungle Boy.
Yep.
Jungle Jack. Jungle Jack walking, and he goes to go to the Elite locker room.
Yeah.
And he opens the door, and Brandon Cutler and the Bucks are like panicking and like packing suitcases and Cutler's shredding stuff.
Shredding papers, yeah.
And Jack was like, what are you guys doing? And like, can't talk, we gotta go. Like, see ya.
Yeah.
And they kind of shove him out of the room. And then he goes to walk, and Garcia confronts him, and Garcia, like, bullies this Jack Perry.
That was before he went in the back. Garcia got him in the beginning.
Okay, because he, like, bullied the shit out of him.
Garcia made Jungle Boy look like a bitch.
Didn't he?
I was like, when that happened, I was like, are they getting rid of Jungle Boy?
Like, when they slammed him off the wall twice. Like, taking him and slam. No, like, gripped him up and just shoved him against the wall
Jungle Boy looked scared.
Yeah.
He looked small against the guy that's not a big dude. Yeah. And I was like, to me, I was at first, until the stuff with the Bucks happened after, I was like, they're selling Jungle Boy out here, huh? Like, we're done. We've had enough. We know it doesn't work. We're moving on because the dude looked like a bitch.
Yeah, like Garcia looked like an actual bully here.
Yeah, for sure.
And I know Jungle Boy said the words like, yeah, they used to dance for me too.
Yeah.
So, trying to plant those seeds.
Right. So, and the Bucks are gone. Rumor innuendo is the Bucks are gone off TV for a while.
Yeah, that happens a little bit later.
Yeah.
So, Chris Statlander versus Camille.
Yeah.
Most of this I felt like happened in commercial break, in picture in picture.
I mean, there ain't none there with Camille. I'm sorry, but
yeah,
not from an in-ring perspective.
Yeah, I just thought it was, and so the one thing I hated, so Statlander beats her.
Yeah,
Mercedes hits Stat with the belt, and Mercedes just makes Camille look like a bitch.
Yeah,
she's just like, get the fuck out of here, go to the back. If you want something done right, you got to do it yourself. Apparently,
yeah.
I was like, oh, okay,
yeah.
Yikes. And then somebody suggested to bring in Megan Bain as Mercedes' new heater now.
Okay.
Why not?
All right.
Fine. She's under contract, I guess, still.
Is she, though?
I don't, dude.
Because people seem to think she's not, but
who knows? Yeah. It's that weird murky water.
Yeah, who knows? But Camille's just going to continue to be her heater. What do you do with Camille then? Like, there's nothing for Camille if she's not there to stand behind Mercedes.
I agree with that.
But I don't know.
So this is where the Bucks are shown running out of the arena and CD's chasing after them. He's like, we need you guys. I'm like, what are you talking about? You've been just talking shit to these dudes for months. Now you need them? Like, what the fuck? I'm so sick of Christopher Daniels on my television. And they're like, we tried to make this place better.
He brought up Frankie Kazarian on AEW television earlier.
SCU, brother.
Yeah.
Wait, who? I'm sorry, who?
You guessed it, the Elite Hunter, Frankie Kazarian.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's his proper government name.
Use the full name.
And they speed off, and apparently, they're done. And they're saying this is like the end of this EVP storyline. Yeah, so who knows what the fuck is going to happen.
They're absolutely going to come riding triumphant back when the time is right to win some sort of thing for the honor of AEW or something. And
it's going to suck then. But a great part was Brandon Cutler walking away. And he's walking forward, and around the corner behind him comes Moxley's crew. And they do the hammer job on the hand.
Yep.
So I know there's a lot of speculation, like, what were the Bucks shredding?
Yeah.
Why do they just want to get out of there? Is it because of Moxley? Like, did they know Mox was coming for them? Did they have some sort of an arrangement?
Right.
Now they can't keep up with it. So who knows?
I had said this in the Discord. I think it'd be interesting. I don't think they're going to do this at all. But, like, what if the deal, like, the reason why the Bucks wouldn't engage with Mox is because the deal they had was, like, either they had a no-contact clause with them, or Mox saying this isn't your company anymore was directed at them, and Mox, in one way or another, has their title as EVP. Maybe not an EVP necessarily, but Mox has their controlling stakes of the company one way or the other. Yeah. And maybe they were shredding the paper trail. I have no idea.
Yeah, don't know where it's going, but I'm still interested. That's for sure.
For sure. It's still a really cool bit. Yeah. So
main event, Swerve Strickland versus Shelton Benjamin. This fucking rocked. Swerve's first match since he got murdered on pay-per-view by Hangman.
Okay.
This was fucking awesome, dude. Swerve didn't miss a beat.
Yeah.
Shelton just still looks incredible.
Yeah, an incredible month. Like, maybe the best first month ever in this company.
I loved when Swerve went to, like, do that jump, like the jumping shot, whatever the fuck you want to call it, like a jumping flatliner. And Shelton just caught him and looks at him and throws Swerve's arm up and hits like a quick snap suplex.
Yeah.
Looked crazy.
Yep.
Love the ending of Swerve hitting the double stomp. It just looks fucking insane.
Mm-hmm.
I loved MVP fucking with Nana during the match. That was great.
Yeah.
But the ending.
Mm-hmm.
So Shelton gets pinned.
Yep.
Swerve standing triumphant. And MVP just gets on the goddamn phone.
Mm-hmm.
Just says, yeah, yep, now's the time. Yep, all right. And hangs up. The lights go off for a split second and pop right back on. And I went, well, that's an AEW snafu there.
Right.
Then the lights kind of fade a little bit. Mm-hmm. And you get the introduction of Bobby Lashley.
Yeah. In like a maroon leather suit, a burgundy leather suit.
Chocolatey, baby.
Looks beautiful.
He walks out. He gets in Swerve's face.
Yeah. Huge pop.
Yeah, dude.
Apparently has over 1 million views on YouTube.
Yeah, and he proceeds to beat the shit out of Swerve. Mm-hmm. Security guards try running in. That one security guard that ate the super kick from Shelton.
Oh, incredible.
I would have been like, here's an extra fucking some money, buddy. Like, you got fucked
Absolutely.
up. So Shelton, or Swerve's laid out.
Yeah.
Nana's laid out. And MVP just gets on the mic and just says,
yep,
we're back in business.
Yep.
And I was like, fuck yeah. Let's go.
Incredible.
And of course I see like the bad faith takes like, oh, this is just, what do you say when it's just 3 WWE guys standing tall over 2 Euro guys at the end of the show? It's like, dude, everybody liked the Hurt Business. Mm-hmm. Like that was they were popular during a time when there was no fans.
Right. Yep.
They never got to be in front of fans.
Yeah. I guess MVP and Lashley did this in TNA together too.
So this was years ago. It was the Beatdown Clan. It was MVP, Lashley, I think Kenny King, and Samoa Joe.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Imagine if Joe comes back and joins.
Oh, jeez. Yeah,
that's terrifying.
Yeah.
I'm all about it, dude.
Yeah, me too, man. I love him.
When Lashley has Swerve in the Hurt Lock, he looks like he's going to break his neck.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff.
So the whole match with MVP messing with Nana on the outside was very funny. MVP's so good at his job. He's such a captivating dude.
He is.
But yeah, and like, I'm not a WWE guy, but I remember like really liking the Hurt Business.
Yeah.
And like,
it's a shame Cedric Alexander's not with
them.
Because him and Shelton when they were tag champs too, awesome.
Shelton is like one of the most underrated wrestlers WWE's ever had.
Agreed.
And I looked up, he had the IC title 3 times, tag titles a bunch of times, whatever. He's had a great career.
No doubt. Yeah.
But like the fact that like, and again, it's probably not going to happen at this point, but a travesty that world title gold has never been around his waist in a televised company.
50 years old.
Right. But at this point, it's not going to happen either. No. But man, the 3 matches he had on TV, just bangers, man. Just bangers. Yeah. Just crushing it.
Shelton's awesome.
Shelton rules. When he made the call, I expected Lashley like
next
week or something. Not he was just chilling in the back waiting.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like I'm not the biggest Lashley guy, but the presentation is so good. How are you not excited about it?
I've always liked Lashley.
Yeah.
I liked him in WWE. Because he was just a big shit kicker.
Yeah.
And he used to use the Dominator as his finisher, and I love the Dominator. Yeah. His run in Impact, like, it was really good. Because he had, I'm pretty sure he had like a really long run as a world champ. Okay. And he was just fucking people up, dude. Yeah. He was awesome.
Well, he's a legit dude, too.
Oh,
like, he's an actual legit, he'll kill you kind of guy. I'm an MVP legit guy.
Yeah, like.
Shelton, too, really, because he's
2 or 3 time national champ.
Yeah, right.
Then he goes back to WWE. I love like when Leo Rush was with him. Thought they were such a good pairing.
Yeah.
He gets a run with a world title. Doesn't do much.
Yeah.
The Hurt Business happens and it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
And then just nothing really happens with him.
Yeah.
You know, because
WWE felt they were expendable.
Look who's in charge. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm going to say. Marcus and I had a very good conversation about that this week.
It's absolutely true. I mean, these are 3 dudes that are super talented. They were just like, we can't figure out anything to do with them. We don't need them.
Yeah.
You can't figure out anything to do with these 3 dudes at all?
Yeah. It's insane.
It's crazy.
So before we move on
I'm sorry, it's not even like the fans weren't reacting to them when they were together. Like, it just makes no fucking sense to me. It's really, really bizarre.
They were like everybody online.
It's not that bizarre
when the Hurt business was together. Was like, no, this is great,
right?
Like, and then Roman started doing the Bloodline stuff, and it's going, oh, I can't wait for Bloodline versus Hurt Business. This is going to be awesome. This never happened.
Right?
Fucking crazy.
Yep. Let's get, oh my God, Lashley being a monster against Brody.
Yeah.
Let's get these big guys in there.
Let's make it happen. Let's bump some meat.
Yeah.
Let's move some things.
That's right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Better be at least 2 something to move something, baby. Let's go.
Let's go.
I heard that was for a Crowbar Pit.
Nice.
So before we jump international, we actually do have some questions.
We do.
So let's go with Tim.
I don't know if this is going to work.
And now the Tim Taylor question of the week.
All right. So since this week was big in tag team wrestling because Motor City Machine Guns won the SmackDown titles.
Correct.
Private Party wins the AEW tag titles.
Okay.
Tim says, hey, friends.
Hi, Tim.
Simple and straight to the point. I've got tag team wrestling on the brain. So give me your best and worst tag team double team maneuvers.
Okay.
We will give our answers on our show, but I'd love to hear about yours right now.
All right.
I love the classics. I love the Steiner Bulldog.
Sure.
The underrated one was the Steiner DDT. That was fucking gross.
Sure. Yeah.
Obviously, fucking the Dudley. The 3D was
3D
awesome.
cool. Doomsday Device.
Of course.
Heart Attack.
Yeah.
Doomsday Device, I think, is maybe the best one. Like, it's just so cool.
Yeah, because he looked like Hawk was actually decapitating people.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, those are probably
those are like ones. The top ones for me. Actually, no, I have one more top one. You're gonna be like, how did I not say this? And I know we've moved very quick. Total Elimination.
Yeah.
Total Elimination was badass, man.
What a sick fucking move, dude.
So cool.
Man, the Eliminators were awesome. Yeah, because Natural Disasters didn't really have a finish.
Yeah, not really.
What about Pity City? No, that's not a finish.
Not a finish.
What about the worst ones?
The Meltzer Driver.
I mean, yeah.
It's the worst. It's fucking terrible. It's awful. It makes no sense. The flip does nothing. It adds nothing. Nope. It adds absolutely fucking zero.
We forgot about talking about Adam Cole's back-to-back Panama Sunrises that almost made you headbutt.
I didn't forget about shit.
Almost made you headbutt a mirror.
I didn't forget about shit.
The return of your favorite move. Double the pleasure, double the fun.
The worst. That's the worst single person move in the history. And I say single person, and I fucking mean it, Cole. Move in the history of professional wrestling. The Meltzer Driver. It's terrible. I fucking hate it.
Yeah, Meltzer Driver sucks.
It's awful. It's not even. It doesn't even like the timing's always off. So like the flip does nothing. Like you could just jump down and I guess press his feet down. But again, it doesn't really do that much in one way or the other.
I always liked the Shatter Machine. It looks good.
Shatter Machine's cool.
I'll tell you what, Steen and Generico, where Steen would hit the package pile driver.
Yeah.
Kind of roll him over the top, and then Generico hits the brain buster.
Yeah, for sure.
That was always dope.
Well, and like the chokeslam powerbomb thing that Archer and Cage debuted is really cool.
Yeah.
But the worst one, Meltzer Driver, is the worst one. It's terrible.
I agree.
I was like, I don't know I can't think of any like bad ones. Like I think tag team moves are generally pretty cool. Nope, it's Meltzer Driver. Meltzer Driver sucks.
It's real bad.
It's garbage.
It's real bad.
It's fucking garbage.
Tim, thank you very much.
Yeah. My number one would be Doomsday Device, though, I think.
Yeah, right? Fucking, what was Demolitions? The backbreaker elbow combo? I don't know if I had a name for it, but that was awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to move on from Tim. Thank you very much, babe.
Thanks, Tim.
And we have another question.
Oh, no. Is this from our sweet Ed?
Sure is.
이제 이번 주에 에드 코디 질문입니다.
All right, so
Ed with his one-parter this week, right, Ed?
Ed says, hey there.
Hi, Ed.
Hell yeah, fuck yeah, two-part question, let's
Two-part,
go.
Ed. Two-part?
Yes. Number one.
Ed.
You see Okada just chilling while those dorks he's friends with freaked out. You see how he didn't get in a car with the Bucks. You think this means Okada's going to stick around and fuck some people up like the goddamn Rainmaker would do? They finally fixing this shit? Ed, I really hope so.
I mean,
enough of this fucking shit.
We didn't see Okada run to the car.
Nope.
He did hit his pile driver on the stage.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But
is he back?
I mean, listen, I'm going to say this. Jon Moxley is facing a former member of Chaos.
It's true.
And last week they laid out Okada's former best friend and also member of Chaos, Chucky T.
It's personal now.
So you could absolutely draw lines to realistically get Okada into this program.
I agree with that.
And being like, I know I was with these guys. These guys left me here. You guys are my friends. And they were Chaos members, and Chucky T used to say they were best friends. So they got them Barnesville memories.
All Okada has to do next week is get interviewed about the Young Bucks running away, and all he has to say is, they're bitches.
Right. Yep.
And all is forgiven.
Absolutely.
And just say, the Rainmaker's here. That's it. That's all I need in my life.
We know he can't be off TV because the Continental Classic's happening.
Yeah.
So.
That's it. That's all I need.
Right. And we know conceivably the Jungle Boy's not off TV because him and Garcia are going to happen. Yeah. I imagine Garcia wins that belt too.
Yeah, that'll probably happen at the Pape.
I would guess.
But, hey, Okada. That's all you have to say.
Absolutely.
Young Bucks are bitches.
Yep.
We're okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
Right.
Let's retcon this shit.
Yes. And then just challenge Pac, and then challenge Yuta, and then challenge Claudio, and then challenge Marina Shafir, and then challenge Moxley.
And then win.
Right. And then become champion of everything.
Yeah. I think that's perfect. Second part. What's an underappreciated part of Halloween season that doesn't get talked about enough? I don't hear too many people opine for the glory days of Homestar Runner Halloween cartoons, and that upsets me. What's yours?
I mean, we're Halloween boys.
Yeah, I'm pretty deep into it, man. I don't really see much that doesn't get love.
Yeah.
We watch a fuck ton of movies.
Right.
I was going to say, do I listen to AFI more in October? Probably not. I don't know. Every year when the Spotify Wrapped, they're always my number one artist. I don't know. I'll tell you what. In my neighborhood, nobody trick or treats.
Yeah, I don't get any trick or treats up here in the woods.
But when I'm home and I notice on Halloween, there's very little that are out there.
Yeah.
I think it was it last? No, I don't remember what I did last year on Halloween. Did something. One of the years, I remember I sat out, I had candy, it was barely anybody came, and it was a bummer, you know?
Yeah. Everybody does those trunk or treats now, and so kids don't really go out on Halloween as much.
And I get it, dude. It's quicker, it's safer.
School nights, all that sort of stuff.
So, totally understood.
Right.
But, I don't know, man. Nobody fucking trick or treats. Yeah. It bums me out.
Yeah. Michelle and I like carving pumpkins. We didn't do this year. Michelle's been very, very busy. But we usually do pumpkin carving. That's fun. I like pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds are delicious.
Seeds are
good. But I'm not a pumpkin pie guy. I like a pumpkin roll.
Pumpkin roll's great. Pumpkin pie can have a little piece and I'm good.
Yeah.
That's why I want even a forkful. Give me a fork and I'm good.
But yeah, I don't know, Ed. I mean, I like, the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown and all that kind of stuff. But, yeah. I mean, it was cool, actually, when TV, and I don't watch much network TV, so they might still do this, but, network TV shows, sitcoms, and whatever, doing Halloween-specific episodes every year.
Yeah, I'm sure they still do
Brooklyn
that.
Nine-Nine used to do the Halloween Heist episode every year, and it was always really great.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't say that, Hollywood movies don't show on TV, because, it's all AMC does.
Yeah.
I've never watched the Homestar Runner Halloween cartoons.
Nah.
I know very little about Homestar Runner.
I used to watch a little bit.
It was something that went past me, I think, you know.
Yeah.
But Ed, thank you so much.
I know Art the Clown's ringing the closing bell at the NASDAQ today, or did.
That's insane.
Right, did you see that?
Oh, my God.
You didn't see that story?
No.
Yeah, the on Halloween, so I'm guessing it happened earlier today.
Oh, my God.
Not the actor who played Art the Clown.
Actually, Art the Clown.
And Art the Clown is ringing the closing bell at NASDAQ.
Dude, my friend Amanda, she posted pictures of her kids, like their school Halloween parades, and some little kid was dressed up as Art the Clown. I was like, that's hilarious.
I had this conversation with Michelle, and it's not wrestling related, but we're going to talk about it right here really quick. Art the Clown, not a clown. Art the Clown's a mime.
Yeah.
Are mimes clowns? I think so. I think they're a subset of clown.
I've never thought about it.
Right? Neither do That's why we were laying in bed the other night watching a movie, and I was like, we were talking about it, and I was telling her about the NASDAQ thing, and I was like, he's not a clown, he's a mime. He doesn't talk. Yeah. He pantomimes everything.
Yeah.
And he, you know,
has a little horn.
He's a horn,
yeah.
But he pantomimes everything. He doesn't.
Yeah.
He's black and white face paint, which is typical mime behavior.
Sure.
There's a little bit of a clown outfit, but it's black and white. But he doesn't talk. He doesn't have a clown car.
He's like a mix of both.
Yeah, he doesn't have big clown feet. Like he doesn't do any of that shit.
I thought he did have big clown shoes.
Does he? I don't know if he does. Maybe he does.
Think he does.
But I think he's more of a mime, and I think mimes are subset of clowns.
All right.
I think clown is the big title, and then you have your circus clowns and your mimes. Yeah, I think the difference because
I've literally never thought about this.
Because like clowns don't typically pantomime, right? Yeah. Clowns will do little different things. The acts are a little different. You know, the mime is the invisible wall and the pulling the rope and whatever. So Art the Clown's a mime. It should be Art the Mime, but I can see why it's not because Art the Mime doesn't exactly roll off the tongue.
No, it doesn't.
And also,
I don't think Art the Mime is as intimidating as Art the Clown.
Well, and also here's what happens. If you're somewhere in public and a clown comes up to you, you're like, hey, get out of here. Hey, clown. Whatever. You're a clown. Ha ha. You know,
if a mime comes up to you.
Squawks a horn. Doesn't smell my feather. Oh, I got you. If a mime walks up to me, like, get the fuck away from me, mime. You're going to get hurt. I don't want your invisible rope. I'm not saving you from this fucking box you can't get out of. Walk the fuck away.
When do mimes walk up to you on the street?
Exactly. They don't because they know better.
When do clowns walk up to you on the street?
All the time.
Okay.
Believe me, there's lots of clowns these days.
Well.
They all wear the same fucking hat.
Not wrong. All right. Well, Ed, thank you so much.
Thanks, Ed.
Guess we're going to go international now.
Yeah, international. Let's go. So really quick, Art the Clown does have like clown-shaped clown shoes, but they're not super big and comical. Which makes me more think like he's a mime. And he did close the NASDAQ today to ring the closing bell. The killer clown and rising horror icon from Terrifier movies attended the bell ceremony in New York City on Thursday in full costume.
That's crazy.
Alongside co-starring actress Lauren Lavera and executives from Cineverse, the distributor for the most recent Terrifier 3, to help shut down the stock exchange. Before they rang the bell, Art crept around the podium and wordlessly lent his presence to the proceedings to make everything that much creepier, just like he does in his films. He's a fucking mime.
Honestly, that's pretty cool that happened.
It's crazy. It's crazy that happened.
I saw it's officially like the highest grossing unrated film.
Yeah. It's crazy that happened because, like, it is the equivalent of having Jason Voorhees close the stock exchange. Like,
it should.
It's wild.
Let's make it happen.
And, like, it's even like those movies are still, like, tame. Like,
dude, they're super tame.
You know, compared to Terrifier 3, especially.
Yeah.
And it's just like, he's just this funny guy who's going to come and be at the stock exchange on Halloween. It's very weird.
That's wild.
But great. I mean, bring on Terrifier 4, I guess.
It's going to happen. And guess what? We'll be there.
Yeah, maybe one time they'll make a good movie out of it.
Terrifier 3 was good.
It was good. I mean, the movie in between the gore, like it's still. I still want more meat in between.
Of course you do.
Like, you know, and by meat I mean more hang and dong and more story that makes sense. But they did start to build an actual lore in 3, so there you go.
Hang dong. All right, we're in Japan.
We are.
And I feel bad because you asked me the other day what I watched from Japan.
Yeah.
And I told you, and then I looked at my notes and I went, when did I watch this? Whoop, guess I did.
Oh, okay.
So I forgot to tell you. My fault.
That's fine.
This is from the Stardom Goddesses Tag League Night 2.
All right.
It is not a tag match.
Okay.
This is for the high-speed title.
High-speed title.
Mai Sierra versus Yuna Mizumori.
Mm-hmm.
This was fun from the start.
Okay.
I've don't recall really seeing Yuna Mizumori wrestle, but she was impressive. I think she came from that Choco Pro, I believe. Everything looked very easy though, and I hope she. I don't know if she should ever lose the high speed title to Azumi again.
Yeah, right.
But I want Azumi to win that title again. I just want Azumi to win every title because Azumi fucking rules. But this match was seriously it felt like, hey, here's 15 to 18 minutes. Go out there and just go breakneck speed. And that's what they did, and they're very good at that. Good. So I've not watched anything else from the Goddesses tag league.
Nope.
So I did watch a match from New Japan Pro Wrestling.
I watched 2.
Oh, look at you fancy bitch.
Yes.
From the Super Junior Tag League going on right now.
Yes.
I only watched the match from night 3.
Okay, that's where I started.
Did you watch it from a different night too?
I watched one from night 5.
Okay. Which was what, today?
I don't know. I watched it yesterday.
Okay. Oh, so it couldn't have been today.
Must have been yesterday.
All right. So the match I watched was the Bullet Club War Dogs.
Yes.
Clark Connors and Drilla Maloney going up against TMDK, which is Robbie Eagles and Kosai Fujita.
Excuse me. Use their actual tag team name?
I don't know their actual tag team.
They're the Ichiban Sweet Boys.
Oh, I thought just Kosai was an Ichiban Sweet Boy.
They are officially the Ichiban Sweet Boys.
I mean, fuck yeah. Yep. I thought it was cool during their entrance when Sabre came out and the crowd went crazy.
Yeah.
This was a Korakuen.
Yep.
I thought this was very good.
Very, very good.
Their brawling all throughout the crowd was great. Yep. The crowd was red hot the whole time, which always helps. Kosai Fujita, is such a future star.
He does his flipping dive and flatbacks from the ring to the floor.
The smack it made was gross.
Why? That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
He's fucking got it for sure. Robbie's always consistent, good guy, shows up in these fucking situations. Maloney and Connors, they brought it, man. I'm not the biggest Connors guy.
Yeah.
Maloney is the most unattractive man I've ever seen in my life.
Dude, how the fuck is he a junior?
It's crazy.
If he was 3 inches taller,
absolutely,
he'd be pinning Cody at Mania.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, absolutely.
He's fucking. You said it. He's a handsome ugly guy.
He's a handsome ugly guy for sure.
But he's shredded.
He is. But the end of this match, the falsies and tag breakups are absolutely ludicrous in the best way. And they go hard. And this was really super cool. They're up in the seats. They're going to the east sign. They're all over the place. Yeah. This was a very, very fucking good tag match. From a tournament we don't really give a shit about, that we don't really talk about the first time we're talking about it.
Yeah.
And I think, Maloney, the War Dogs are at the top of the heap. There's now there's a tie for a bunch. It's not anybody's game, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
But they were pretty close to the top of the heap here. So
yeah, and the War Dogs, they actually I don't know, they felt dangerous. If that makes any sense. They're just going to come in here and beat people up, which I thought was cool.
Yeah,
because in the juniors sometimes you don't really get that. So to have that with them, I thought that was a very cool element.
Yeah.
What's the other match you watched?
From night 5. I watched the Bullet Club War Dogs of Clark Connors and Drilla Maloney against the Skateboard Bros.
I do know who the Skateboard Bros are.
Of Dragon Dia and Ryusuke Taguchi.
The man suffering from the gout right now, Ryusuke Taguchi.
Oh, is
Did you see his post?
No.
He posted his bare feet.
Oh, no.
And his right foot is gouted up. So he said what he did was he doesn't lace his boots all the way down and to trick the people.
Yeah.
This is how he does it. To make it look like he's wearing laces, he just scribbled with a Sharpie.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Great. He's the best. He's going to watch that diet, though. So they're the Skateboard Bros. They skateboard. Dragon Kid's on commentary to watch his mentee, Dragon Dia. They skateboard to the ring. Taguchi's learning the skateboard, which is very funny.
It's amazing.
So there's a spot in this match where Dragon Dia goes to the top of the ramp and does the Muda run down the ramp while he's on the skateboard, and then he hops and arm drags one of the guys, and then Taguchi's like, I'm gonna do that same thing, and he gets up to the top of the ramp and he stands on his skateboard. It's a big drop down, and he's going and going and going, and then he realizes he can't do it, so he sits down on the skateboard and pushes himself off, and he goes slowly rolling down the entranceway and gets kicked to the face.
God bless him.
It is the best.
Yeah, there's Taguchi's gout foot.
Oh, no.
And then this is how he fools the people.
That's
very,
hilarious.
Very visual.
Nice. It's hilarious. That's very funny. What a man.
Wow. He's like just posting feet pics and updates of his gout.
Wow, that sucks.
Yeah.
Dragon Dia. So Taguchi gets laid out in the crowd in this one, and Dragon Dia is sort of left to his own devices and has a hell of a match against these guys and ends up winning it.
Oh wow!
Which is what, like, I guess Maloney and Connors were like at the top of the heap,
okay.
And this loss puts them in line with everybody else.
Oh, okay.
So now it's like anybody's thing they were talking about in the commentary. But yeah, Taguchi ends up coming back and gets a hot tag and does the ass bumps and all that. The funky weapons, but Dia has this incredible run at like 5-10 minutes or so where it's just him against both guys, and he just looks really, really fucking good doing it. He's doing Dragon Kid's big up and turnaround spots, like all that kind of stuff. So it was really cool, and I just was like, well, I'm gonna watch a Taguchi thing. So
sometimes you just need it.
And I'll tell you what, I didn't know that his boot wasn't laced all the way to the bottom, so I didn't notice.
People didn't notice Kerry Von Erich didn't have a foot either.
Exactly, so it's working.
Kerry Von Erich ever get eliminated from that Royal Rumble?
Never. It's still to this day.
The clock still goes.
It says both feet have to hit the ground. That's a statistical impossibility.
Him and Curtis Axel, both of them.
Well, a boot is not a foot.
That's last time I checked. It was both feet had to touch the floor.
Both feet.
God bless him. Was that Gowan ever in a Royal Rumble?
Probably. We're not going to talk about that, though, because that throws my entire argument out the window. My argument is very, very shaky to begin with.
Yeah.
Because most people do think a boot is a foot. Yeah. Zach Gowan had to have been, right? Brock Lesnar had to have thrown his ass out of a Rumble.
I don't think he was ever in a Rumble.
No.
I remember that one time when Lesnar beat the fuck out of him.
Remember?
It made him bleed in front of his mother. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Dude, Brock was a different kind of motherfucker back then. Oh my God. What a bad dude.
Yeah. I don't think Zach Gowan was ever in a Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I didn't think so either.
And when I Googled it on Reddit a year ago, it says, can Zach Gowan technically be eliminated from a Royal Rumble?
Did you start this
thread?
I did not. Okay.
And somebody said, well, if he was wearing his prosthetic leg, yes. And it says, no, that's probably why he hasn't been in one, because it's cheap. Yeah. That's a comment I can't read on the air. It's funny, though.
I still love that he got hired because John Laurinaitis hired the wrong one-footed wrestler.
Hilarious. Somebody here said I was watching his match with Lesnar. I thought he was about to be eliminated from life.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. I thought Brock was just going to bleed him. Yeah. It was fucking terrifying. Brock was a scary dude, man. All right. You ready?
Some fucking buzzkills like, here's the actual definition of both.
Oh, shut up. Shut up. Go away.
Right?
Go away, you freak.
Right? You're a freak.
All right, so let's talk Marigold. You want to talk some Marigold?
Yes, I like Marigold.
So this was from last Thursday.
I only watched one.
Okay, didn't get a chance to watch this before we recorded last week, but saw good things, wanted to catch it. I watched two. I watched for the United National title, Miku Aono versus Nagisa Noziaki.
Yes.
This was super hard-hitting. Miku got kneed in the face and her mouth was bloody as fuck, which I love.
Yeah.
At one point, Miku hit an apron Styles clash.
Oh.
And I thought like she killed Nagisa.
Okay.
And Miku retains her United National title. Good for Miku. She's kind of like the non-Stardom person they're trying to build. I understand Sarie's not from Stardom either.
Sure.
But Sarie's different level.
Yeah, right.
So, with that said,
much different level.
For the world title, Sarie versus motherfucking Bozilla.
We haven't talked about Bozilla in a long time. We're not good Bozillians.
No, it hurts my heart.
Yeah.
I thought this was awesome.
It's great. It was really, really good.
They do like the David versus Goliath type deal.
The size difference is insane.
Dude, Bozilla's crazy.
When they line up, when they do like the nose to nose, it's nuts. There's a bigger height disparity between them than there was between like Hogan and Andre, I think. Like, it was crazy.
Sarie loved the business. Whether she wanted to or not, she was made to love the business. which always gets a pop for me.
Yes, absolutely.
So she wins via armbar, and somebody pointed out it was the same armbar Inoki used to beat Andre.
Oh, nice.
So, like, hey, that's a nice little
That's cool.
fucking touch.
Yeah. Sari kicks Bozilla in the head 30 seconds into this match really fucking hard, and I was like,
dude.
this is what we're doing?
Yeah.
It
was just like a Sari was like, all right, motherfucker, let's go.
Yeah. And then when Sari does start to bleed and Bozilla is just they're in a hold and she's just rubbing her face in the blood. I'm like, this is disgusting.
She's a crazy person.
Yeah. And then Bozilla, the table bump.
Yeah.
She doesn't go through the table. She slid off the back of the table.
Yeah.
And then Sari gives her a Uranagi, but Bozilla doesn't turn over. So she lands on her face from a Uranagi.
Yep.
I was like, oh boy.
Yeah, it was getting nasty.
It was, yes. And I'm not saying like this is bad. These are bad things. This match was awesome. Obviously, Bozilla is not a great technical wrestler, and
doesn't need to be.
Doesn't need to be. But at the points where she was wrestling someone as good as Sari, she was like, I don't know which way I'm supposed to spin here, but it doesn't matter because Sari was just She was like, I'm just going to jump, and whatever happens, happens.
I want to jump and kick you in the head and throw back fists at you, and something's going to land.
Absolutely.
How much longer do you think it is till Bozilla gets signed?
I mean, you'd have to. I don't know if Marigold's really long for this world. I don't know. I do know that WWE's not going to be a ton interested in much more non-English speaking talent.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Because they struggle
she speaks
with that.
English.
But she does. Yeah. And also is white. But she speaks English.
White German and Triple H is interested?
Right.
Surprise.
But yeah, I mean, I think Bozilla, Bozilla's probably better. Again, limited because she doesn't need to do much.
It's a can't miss, though, to me.
And also, like, I don't know her actual measurements because Japanese ladies are tiny, right? You look at Stardom and Shogo Joshi Pro. I think like Shoko Nakajima is like 4'11", you know. So like they're small. So I don't know like how she would line up like if she went to
towered over Julia.
Yeah, right. You know? So I guess that'd be a good way to tell because like Roxanne Perez is very tiny.
Yeah.
But like Saul Rucka looks like she's kind of a tallish lady. So
I see her like next to Jade.
Yeah, I'm sure that's going to be a pretty similar comparison. So I don't really know sort of that way. But I mean, I think you sign her. She's a fucking powerhouse. Yeah. And I think she's already pretty well formed that you don't have to put much polish on her.
And the crowd was actually split between the two, which is crazy.
Right.
You know?
Get her to NXT, have AJ Styles teach her how to slow down.
Oh, Jesus.
I think you're golden. Yeah, player coach.
Yeah. I thought the match was fucking
match was really good, man. It really was. Better than I thought like we were going to get out of Bozilla. Not a shot at Bozilla, but like she hung in there against maybe the best women's wrestler on the planet.
It's hard to argue that.
1A, 1B. I mean, that's just what it is. Yeah. So, and Sari just is just such a good fucking wrestler.
Like for real, dude.
Yeah, man.
WWE missed. You just missed.
Listen, here's the thing. So Julia is, in my opinion, again, it's all subjective. Julia is better looking than Sari.
Yeah.
As from a presentation standpoint. But Sari's a better wrestler.
I agree with that.
And so WWE prefers the presentation. They have a much easier way to present Julia. Look at how hot this lady is, and then she's going to kick people in the face. Yeah. Sari, I'm not saying Sari isn't an unattractive lady, but they made her Harry Potter, as I said, and then yelled at me. So Sailor Moon. And they were like, we don't know what to do with this lady she doesn't look like a model and she's not English, she's not American. What do we do? Anime character, go.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Good job, Brucey.
But I hear his office is next to HR now. But yeah.
Man, just thinking about that tag match from NXT, when Julia needed Roxanne in her fucking face, I was like, all right, here we go.
Right.
Let's see how you bounce back now.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Because
commentary also said that people in the locker room feel that Roxanne Perez is the best women's wrestler on the entire WWE roster. So, shucky ducky quack quack.
I mean, that's crazy.
So
I like her. I think she's good, but that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, that's it.
That's it. No more questions?
No
more questions.
What were your favorite matches?
Man. That War Dogs tag match was really good. Do I like that? Or
I was impressed. I was impressed with it. I really was.
It's really good. Man, I'm gonna go Cerebozilla though.
Me too.
I think that's the better one.
Yeah, I
even though I usually say I pick tag matches over anything else. And I liked Collision and Dynamite. I thought they were both good this week. I had a lot of fun watching both. I actually didn't mind Dynamite being like front loaded with storyline and
Not
angles.
at all.
And then
I thought the show was actually very good.
I thought it was paced really well. I mean, are you going to get a better AEW match than Swerve versus Shelty at this point? So Swerve Shelty is where I'm going to have to go with that, I think. But that Bucks Private Party was very fucking good.
It was, man. It was very good.
And I'm denying 2 really good tag matches from my matches of the week, which I don't normally do.
That's outside of your fucking realm there.
I don't normally do, and I'm not going to take Cerebozilla back.
No, I mean, you could. It's not set in stone.
It is. I chipped it in stone right now. I'm not putting the Young Bucks on my list, though.
It was etched in stone, Sullivan, my son.
Shelty Swerve. That's my final answer.
WWE put up every fucking Dungeon of Doom vignette.
Oh, yeah?
You best believe my ass.
Is that why people were talking about Curtis Ayakea again online?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Okay.
I fucking love it.
I saw somebody was like, a think piece on why Curtis Ayakea didn't work in WCW. And I was like,
wait, is that a real thing?
Oh, yeah. No, I swear to God, I saw it.
Jesus Christ.
Uh-huh.
I bring you the striped Bengal tiger. Fuck yeah. All right, my American match. I'll tell you what, man. Shout out to the women. I'm going Jordan Grace, Masha Slamovich.
All right.
I thought women fucking dominated this week.
Nice.
And match was fucking awesome. It really, I haven't really watched anything from the two in a little while. So to watch them and have them both kill it.
That's awesome. Good for
Masha and Jordan Grace.
Good for Impact for sure.
Yeah, and now Jordan Grace is gone. Did you buy anything this week?
I did not.
Okay, I didn't buy anything wrestling related.
Okay,
but I bought tickets for my nephew and myself to go see Tyler the Creator.
Oh, nice.
In July.
That's cool. I saw that was...
Yeah, he dropped his new album on Monday at 6 a.m. Because he was like, I hate people having to wait up till midnight for something. Like, why not just have it at 6 a.m. on a Monday and enjoy it throughout the week?
Yeah.
I was like, hey, that's actually smart.
That's cool.
And it's his biggest, streaming album so far. So
yeah, I saw it, Dethrone Taylor and all that.
Blowing up, dude. Good for him.
Yeah.
I always like Tyler the Creator. Mm-hmm. Do I like his older stuff a bit more? Maybe, but I don't know. Igor's still one of my favorite albums. So
okay,
So he was texting me about it, and I know he was kind of hinting at so he's playing in Philly, and they actually added another date.
Oh,
so we're going to the Sunday show at Wells Fargo.
Well, that's cool.
So
nice.
That's gonna be a good time, man. I have not been to a rap concert in a long fucking time.
Okay.
So we'll go see Tyler the Creator and have some goddamn fun.
That's awesome.
So that's all I had, though, pal.
Did you know that Prince Ikea is not related to Curtis Ikea?
I didn't know that. Yeah.
Kevin Sullivan just gave him the name.
Tap out fatty.
Tap out fatty.
Prince Wakinaki.
Prince Wakinaki. Unbelievable.
Oh, what a downfall, man. What a fucking downfall of Jericho.
Right?
That's oh, he used to be the best.
He doesn't lift weights anymore, dude. He doesn't need to or whatever. His joints are bad, so he's not going to lift weights.
Tap out fatty.
And then he wore the wrap for how long?
He was the fucking best, man. Tap out fatty.
Yep. Prince Nacky Macky. Insane.
Oh, well, that's it, pal.
Did you see who the fuck went after Disco this week? Somebody with Disco waited.
I think it was Chavito.
Oh, it was, yeah.
Yeah.
That's called an idiot. And then Disco's like, oh, it's something. Is this true? And he's like, yes, you're an idiot.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep.
Oh, Disco.
What a fucking grifted piece of shit.
An absolute leech. A boil on the ass of professional wrestling.
Dude, that's one of the best things Cody Rhodes ever did. That one tweet where he just absolutely eviscerated him.
Yep. Stealing money.
Yeah.
Stole money his whole fucking career. And then that time
when Eddie Kingston eviscerated him, he's like, I heard this story of Big Show farting in your face. You're not a man. Oh man, it makes me so happy.
Well, you can do the big show though.
I mean, hey, I fucking kick him in the knee.
I guess. Oh, that's true.
At this point,
Yeah, put a cigarette out in his eye.
Back then, nothing.
Nothing. Right.
It's like the fucking
19-year-old Paul White coming 7'2" with 340 pounds, like
dude. That's like the
ripping heaters to the ring.
The old fucking talk with fucking Rogan about Brock Lesnar. He's like,
yeah,
if that dude got his hands on you, really, what are you gonna do?
Nothing.
You're done.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
He can do whatever he wants.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. You take him to court afterwards, like Mark Hunt did for popping hot on tests.
Right. Yeah. That is one of my favorite Joey Diaz fucking rants when he talks about that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he was hot.
About Mark Hunt getting fucked over like 3 times in a row because every time he fought, it was against a guy who was on drugs.
Yeah, because he said about Brock Lesnar, he goes, "That motherfucker ain't on D-ball. He's on shit that makes your head grow." He's like, "That's a fucking disgrace what they did to him."
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
that's funny. Mark Hunt was awesome, man.
Dude, I love Mark Hunt. The fucking walk-off knockout.
Yeah, absolutely. And then literally his like last 3 UFC fights were all against dudes who popped hot.
And he sued the UFC for amazing.
Incredible. I think he's doing something these days.
Hopefully not fighting.
Not fighting.
Okay,
he's found something else going on. But anyway.
Good.
But all right, let's get the hell out of here. What do you think?
Pal. Yeah.
Well, this has been We Need Wrestling. You can find us online at WeNeedWrestling.com. At We Need Wrestling on social media. You can email the show if you have questions or concerns or feedback or questions. WeNeedWrestling@gmail.com. We're a proud member of the soon-to-be-named network at STBN Network on social media. Soon-to-be-named network.tumblr.com, where you can find all our other shows, like Final Wrestling Place, where Tim is, where you can see what Tim's favorite tag team moves are, him and his partner Marcus. His pal, his partner.
I was calling him his fartner.
His partner? No, I didn't.
Oh, I thought
his partner.
I called him his partner.
No, I called him a partner. I didn't want people to think that they were a couple, like, because people use
a couple of cool dudes,
well, right? A couple of awesome bros, but so listen to the Final Wrestling Place there. Listen to At Odds with Wrestling with Joe and Adam. Listening to.
Speaking of,
what?
I forgot to mention
what happened.
Joe and I are making the trek down to Collision on Saturday.
Yep.
We're going to be some colliders in person in the beautiful city of Philadelphia.
Absolutely.
If you see me, probably don't say hi. I'm just going to see how many people say hi to Joe.
Absolutely. You're going to be on, send me.
I'm going to be on, feet on the ground. I'll be a roving reporter that night. Go. So if anything pops off, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Call the hotline.
Yeah, call the hotline. But yeah, that'll be fun for you guys. Yeah. I'm excited. For you guys to go, and I'll look for you on the television.
Oh, yeah.
Because I actually won't be at home while it's airing, but I'll watch it after. But yeah, that's fun for you guys. So,
fuck yeah.
I think you might run into Kenny too. So if you see Kenny, I think Kenny might be there.
That'll be awesome.
So, say hi to Kenny for me. Kenny, say hi to yourself for me. But At Odds with Wrestling, Long Box Heroes After Dark, Puzzle Warriors 3, Profane Argument, whatever the hell else is going on, you can find it there at the aforementioned websites. Other than that, I'm gonna go sit in my waterless house.
Yeah, you are, and I'm gonna drive home to my house that has water.
You son of a bitch! How dare you?
You can come with me.
No, that's all right. I'll just go to bed.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to bed. I don't need water to sleep.
You don't know that.
Well,
if you wake up in the middle of the night, you need water to
I'll take
drink.
it. I'll take it out of my water bed.
Oh, no way! Those things are uncomfortable.
They are. They were terrible.
My uncle had one.
My dad always had one.
It's real weird, right?
Yeah.
Like, was that like a thing to like?
How do you fuck in the waterbed?
Yeah, like is this like a thing? Like, hey, you want to come home, baby? I got a waterbed.
My dad absolutely used his waterbed to get
drop my pants on. My pants. I'm wearing bikini briefs. That's a weird thing. The 80s are fucking weird.
Yeah, the
80s are cool.
Yeah,
but weird things were happening.
Yeah,
like drugs.
Oh, drugs are not weird at all.
Drugs are weird.
All right, I'm going to name this show "How to Fuck in a Waterbed."
No, you're not.
I can't do that. I'll get banned by YouTube.
How to frick in a waterbed?
Ooh, how to frick.
I don't even know frickin'.
Nah.
Something about a waterbed.
Nah, I don't
How
know
to die in a waterbed.
Well, Johnny Depp taught us that.
Fact.
Happy Halloween.
You're listening to the soon-to-be-named network, the Lamborghini of podcast networks.
Knock it off, nerds.